They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, a run for right. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
All right, come on. Hey, come up two. Come up two. Come up.
They run again with right. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Doesn't it seem, Mike, that there's like this requirement that if you're going to play offense for the Miami Dolphins, you have to flat out fly? And here with Jalen Wright, we got a guy who went 4.38 at the combine, over 7 yards per touch in college. Led his team in rushing yards each of the last 2 seasons. He is another home run threat that they can continue to surround Tua with and just continue to create a lot of open space.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal.
21G, 21G.
Man in motion is Berrios. From the gun, here's Tua. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the safety, Julian Love. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Second and 7.
There we go, Sonoma.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 49, flip it off, 49. There we go, Sonoma.
From the shotgun, Smith. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It is third and 10.
Snowball, snowball. There we go.
To throw is Smith. He gets that to his big target, Vance. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, But then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Whoa. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Hey, let's go Sunday. Tuesday. We're going to sit up.
To throw, here's Smith. This one complete to his tight end Fant. The Seahawks have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in...
And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And they'll be set up well as he is past the...
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
All right, fellas, listen up.
On the zone read, it's a give to Wright. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Kenneth Walker inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. 28-14 game. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Go ahead.
A first carry now. This is Jeff Wilson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Hill brought in motion. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down. Here's Tagovailoa. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Tua to throw again. Sending it deep for Waddle. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Third down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to look downfield once again. That is caught! And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back to within 7. It's 28-21. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They run with Walker into the secondary, past the 40. Kenneth Walker, and he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. kid here to right. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To throw is Tua. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. This one snapped. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Smith. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
44, ready.
Hill brought in motion. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Hey, 21 TA. Yeah, ready.
Back to throw is Tua. He'll find the veteran Jeff Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To the air again, Tunga Bailoa. Looking for Berrios downfield. That is caught. What a throw. Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins back within 7. It's 35-28. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This returnable from the 4. And He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Gino. Oh, we tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Now, 1st down throw for Tua. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Ready. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Gino. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hill brought in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
First down, Miami.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Throwing is Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal.
All right, come on. 21G. Out.
Now it's Tua. That is caught by the tight end, Donald Parham. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. What's up?
They'll run right. Here's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Hey, here we go. Sunday, Sunday. Hey, here we go. Hey, trio left.
Smith now to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And That's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the give, it's right. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He'll find his running back, Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st down, Tungo Vailoa. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. He's still on his feet. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tell us up.
Here's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now he's free at the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
53. Hey, here we go, hey.
On the ground, it's Walker. Good blocking to the 15. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tua. That is caught! And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And in motion is Barrios. On the ground, it's Wilson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Wilson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The 12's making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Here is 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
20, TX.
They'll drop to throw. They're called in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They snap it to Tua. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Durham Smythe, touchdown Miami. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, go sit up.
Working out of the gun, Smith. It is complete. He finds Lockett. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Tua to take a knee. And that should be the final act in this one.